All right, y'all. Hello, hello, hello. It is September 2021 and it is launch class 2. And I am like high on life. And what I really think has happened is since we've had COVID, Penny, I knew it was you. Hello, Penny. Since we have had COVID, I've had to drink ketones 2 to 3 times a day just to like maintain here. And so like now I'm used to drinking ketones 2 to 3 times a day. I'm one of those weird ones that will only drink them like once. Unless I'm really tired and then I'll drink them twice. But I think my energy levels from COVID are back and now I'm just freaking hyped off of this like legal crack, right? So bear with me. My mind is probably going to go faster than my mouth tonight. And I'm sure a lot of things that come out are not going to make sense. So for those of you who are hopping on this launch number 2 class for September for the first time, my name is Jenna. I've been a promoter for 3.5 years. I am obsessed with ketones. It's what I came for. I did not come for the opportunity. I never did anything like this. And I never wanted to do anything like this ever. And I have since fallen in love with the Privy community. It has been so super phenomenal. So you have your handy dandy little printout for welcome to Team Impact and our launch classes. I want to bring your attention to class 2, which is 2 pages back. Open that up, get that ready. Make sure you have a pen or a pencil out because we're going to do some really cool things with that. And then I was going to open up the call, but like everybody is missing tonight. I don't know where anybody is, right? Although some of you guys who are watching the replay, I know where you are. I know like Hannah, you just landed in Pittsburgh. A couple other people are busy. So it's okay. But I wanted to hear your feedback from this last week. I wanted to hear awesome stories about like, hey, how did you attract people to buy trial packs? How did you attract people to buy 10-day challenge kits, right? Just wanted to get some feedback and get the excitement up, but we'll skip over that part. I do want to call on someone, however, because she's been freaking rocking this first couple of weeks. Actually, it's only been a week, right, Vicki?
Yeah, it's only been a week.
Only been a week. Awesome. She is brand new promoter. She's from New York. And honestly, from my perspective, just saw the opportunity right out of the gate. And joined as a promoter as she became a customer, which was the coolest thing. And so she messaged me today with a really cool idea that I want her to tell the story of and how she's going to implement this tomorrow. Because I think it would be really helpful for you guys who are ordering your promoter packs or have your promoter packs. They're coming in, they arrive. What do? Vicki has an incredible idea that I would love for you to share. And then we will kick off this class. Go ahead, Vicki.
Actually, my box is supposed to be here tomorrow. So what I plan on doing is, as long as everything goes accordingly, I want to do a live, and on the live, I want to unbox everything, show everybody, and just kind of touch base on a little bit of stuff. And then go from there and tell them, the trials and how much they are and what you can do to get them, or have them private message me afterwards.
I am obsessed. What she said was super powerful, but also, yes, I know, round of applause. Super powerful, but also super simple. And guys, let this be a reminder that this business is super powerful and can completely change your life, anybody else's life who you're talking to, physically, financially, emotionally, the whole nine. But also like in a super simple way. And so a couple things I want to reply to Vicki's idea about is, well, number one, she has a handful of customers already. She did not wait for her promoter pack to come to her. She got into action immediately, right? And I guarantee she is getting close to her at least her GoPro bonus, which I am going to, before we start this class, walk you through and teach you how to pull that up in the reward section, because that right now is the most important area of focus for the first 30 days of business, right? So she didn't wait. So I encourage you, if you are still waiting for your promoter pack, because I'm still waiting on mine. I ordered it a while ago. Things are back ordered. I don't know what's happening with COVID or at the lab or whatever, but it's crazy. So don't wait. Talk to people. tell them about how your 10-day challenge went. Tell them how your trial pack, like your story with your trial pack, how did that go? We have scripts for new promoters. If you need help with the verbiage, reach out to your sponsor and ask them, hey, can I have some scripts? I am struggling in the department of posting, right? And last week we went over the importance of posting every day to attract people to this conversation and staying in their forefront of their brains, right? As far as like, if they ever think about ketones, they're going to reach out to you because you're in the forefront of their mind, right? Okay. Pro tip, Vicky, don't tell them the price of the trial packs in the video. If you're open to some suggestions, I would just say have them post like comment trial if you're interested in seeing the options for trials. So that does a couple of things. Number one, it makes them comment, which gets the engagement up on your live video. The algorithm will push it farther to the top or in more people's news feeds. But it also allows you to start a conversation with them, because y'all, the most important thing we can do in this business day in and day out, from day one to day whatever I'm on, for almost 3.5, 4 years later, is start conversations with people. Because if you remember from last class, the moment we start the conversation, we're adding them into the Family Keto Tried and True Results group, and then they sit there and they're a fly on the wall, and magic can happen there. It truly can. But not only that, if you are passionate enough about the conversation, no Reese, you can sell them a trial pack, or just provide them the value and communication and human connection in your conversation, which is super phenomenal. So that's it about that. I am super excited about her idea. And Vicky, let us know in the group when you go live, because I would love to hop on and if I'm available and cheer you on while you're going live. Unless that makes you nervous, then tell us after.
That's fine.
Okay. She's a freaking go-getter. I love it. Okay. So very quickly, I want to make sure you know how to check your progress toward GoPro and Go MVP. So if you have your handy dandy phone, if you're watching on a laptop, or even if you have your phone, minimize this Zoom, don't exit, just minimize, and log into your Pulse, or to your back office. You can find that through your Pulse, or just go to cloud.justproveit.com. I'm going to do it with you in real time so that I don't go too fast. So I'm logging into my cloud office. Once I am in, I'm going to push, if I'm on a phone, I'm going to push the lines menu and go to rewards. I'm going to scroll down, click on weekly bonuses. And go to where it says Go Pro Bonus. In this black box, it's going to tell you your qualification period. So when did the Go Pro start? When does it end? Mark on your calendar when it ends. This is an important day. You'll notice the black box below is the Go Pro or the Go MVP. That's your next bonus that you want to hit. Side note, if you don't hit Go Pro, you can still hit MVP. If you don't hit either of these, there's no penalty. It's just that you don't get the extra money, right? So it's just an extra benefit. So I want you to focus back on GoPro. If you're still within your GoPro qualification period, open up, like click the down arrow. If you're not within your GoPro period anymore, it has expired, go to your MVP and open that up. So I just want you to see that there are a bunch of yellow bars here in this section, right? And it tells you what your qualifiers are, what the requirements are, and what your progress is toward those goals. It is an incredible little tracking area. If you are a current promoter, you've been a promoter for a while, you guys can do this too. Go into MVP multiplier bonus, and you can look through that. With that being said, let me encourage somebody really quick. You will have slow months in this business. I was just telling Kiara this. You will have months that make you feel like you have no idea what you're doing and why are you even doing this? I've had them. I've had a handful of them. Not they don't make up the majority of my business, but they come. And your journey, on the journey that's not a straight line, transformation is never a straight line. You're going to hit hiccups, bumps, setbacks, curves, all of those things. Vicky, log in. Click rewards. Scroll down. Click weekly bonuses, and you'll see everything there. Okay, so I typed it all in the chat. Open up the chat real quick and like screenshot that or something. I'm interested to see what yours says. It'll be exciting. Speaking of GoPro or Go MVP multiplier, Lord have mercy, there goes my brain. Last month, CJ and I were stressing about whether we were going to hit MVP multiplier because it was our 3rd month in a row. And when you hit it 3 months in a row, you get an extra $1,000 on your check, which we got on Friday, which was such a good surprise. I didn't hit MVP multiplier until the last day of August, which is it was stressful. This month, I hit it already. So like I say that because 2 things. Give yourself grace. Some months are going to be slow. Some are going to be super fast, right? And that's normal. That's number 1. Number 2, your results are going to be a direct correlation. I'm like, they're related to your activity. I've done my goal this month was to do live videos every day. I'm tending to hit it like every other day. I'm not doing them every day, but it's more activity, more live activity than I've ever done all summer. So I think that's probably why I hit MVP already, because of my activity. So assess your activity when you feel like your rewards are not where you want them to be, or the rank is not where you want it to be this month. First of all, extend yourself grace and know that that's normal. Second of all, assess yourself. And when I am having a slow month, I assess myself and I know it's my fault. I did it. I just totally backed off for the month for some reason. Yours should have started because you've had people order. It'll automatically start. That's weird. So we'll talk about that afterwards, Vicki. Okay, let's do class number 2. So hopefully you guys completed the action steps from last week, which was to make an attraction post. Hopefully you've been making attraction posts all week and we've been working for you and you've been selling trial packs. If not, don't back down. Don't put your tail between your legs and just like cower away. Reach out to your sponsor and ask for feedback. Hey, can you go look at my post? Hey, what can I do better? Hey, can you help me? Right? We're here to help you. Number 2, hopefully you have watched that 30-minute ATM ad tag message video, the training for family keto trying to results. If you haven't, I can't help you if that group doesn't help grow your business. You have to watch that training. Hopefully you've set up PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App and been familiarized with your campfire video. Okay, so today I want to introduce you to our team, Team Impact, our systems that help you know what to do every single day to grow your social media network and your in-person network and ultimately your business, right? So honestly, we could have launched you and been done with the launch on just training you on how to attract and where to connect them and how to purchase ketones last class. But I believe that many of us come to this opportunity with an employee mindset. I came to this opportunity with an employee mindset. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Or perhaps you come to this opportunity with lack of creativity or the belief that you're not creative. Truly you are, but maybe you believe you're not. And so right now you're not, right? Because you are what you believe. So we have created some things or some systems for you to use as either the Bible of how you post every single day, the manual, or maybe just a guide, right? So you look at it every once in a while when you're not feeling creative. But they really, really help even me, our systems that we have for what to post, when to post, how to post. Because there are some days and some months where I'm just off and I am not, my daughter. I am not, there's water all over my desk. Oh my gosh, all of my books soaking wet. Oh, this is so fun. Aslan is her name. You'll get to know her for these exact reasons. All right, let's just get into this. So first thing, social media tricks and things to avoid. Kiara, help me out on this, or even Amanda, if you want to. So the goal here is to remain visible. We talked about this. We always want to remain in the forefront of people's minds and to attract people to us. Not necessarily 100% of the time the ketones, right? Attract people to us, become a magnet, magnetize people so that they want to follow you, so that they want to share your content. And of course, attract them to what you're talking about. So I'm going to go through this list, start writing quickly. Kiara, Amanda, if there's anything you guys want to add, feel free to either type it in the chat or unmute yourself and throw it in there. But some of these things are going to be redundant from last week. Things to do on the left side of your paper. Post daily. This is so important. Be social with your friends, meaning like, comment, share, converse. Number 3, get into groups that you identify with. You want to post in these groups and be social, interact, share your story. For example, I'm in groups that I identify with: Wellness Mama, Crunchy Mama. I'm like I'm super particular about what we put on our body and in our body, which is why I thought ketones wouldn't work, but I was surprised that they checked all my Crunchy Mom boxes. What other groups am I in? I'm in a modern farmhouse decor group. Freaking love that group. That's what makes me me. I need to join some gardening groups. There you go. That's something that I need to put on my DMO list. The other things to do, add 5 to 10 friends daily. Is all this sounding familiar from last week in our DMO list, right? And then things to do. If you see someone you'd love to work with, date them. Make it a point to date them for like a month before you bring up ketones, unless the opportunity to bring up ketones comes first. So I'll give you an example. I'm following 3 people right now who have over 60, 70,000 followers on Instagram. And the way I started the conversation, well, first of all, I didn't start a conversation with them until I dated them, meaning I've talked to them a couple times. I've had conversations with them a couple times, right? Through their stories. So I watch their stories every day. I comment on their stories every once in a while, like, girl, I so see you, good job. Like, one of them just had twins and she's freaking rocking it. She's a keto coach and she's amazing. So like, I need you on my team, right? So I'm starting to develop a rapport with her. That's what I mean by date them. And I have started to send a message, and I'll just read you the one that I sent to her. There she is. I said this. So I just realized how many followers you had, and I can't believe you respond to all of my messages when I send them to you. Do you mind if I ask you how you got so many followers? I'm trying to grow my influence, but holy slowness, any secret sauce tips you'd be willing to share? Like, literally going to these people and saying, I want to know exactly what you did to grow your social media following, because it's, number 1, value for me. I really want to know. And number 2, I'm starting a conversation with them. What can this, what relationship could this grow into? Literally all 3 of them, y'all, that I've asked have said, I've posted consistently for years. And I was like, that's not the answer I wanted to hear. But all 3 of them said that. And so it was kind of like, okay, I'm in this for the long haul. I know if I want to be a social media influencer, I just have to keep going. I just have to keep posting and providing content. which is what we're going to teach you through our systems today. All right, things to avoid. Please, please, please do not post about ketones every single day on your profile. If someone finds you, let's say in your modern farmhouse group, if you're in it, they loved your comment or they wanted to go to your personal profile, they click on your profile and all they see is ketones, ketones, prove it, ketones, ketones, prove it. They're going to be so turned off and be like, what even is this girl? Does she have like a family? Is she a human? Or is she like a billboard for this company and ketones? I'm gonna be done. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm reading this and I'm going to be done in about 20 minutes. She has the same shirt as me. I love it. Okay. I love you. Go upstairs. You know the drill. Anyway, so avoid being a Prove It magazine. And I'm going to tell you how today. Avoid posting sales flyers that have the price on them. Nobody's going to know the value of ketones. And I'm telling you, if before they taste them. And if I saw someone post a flyer that said $130, which we all know we don't let anybody pay $130 for ketones, I would have been totally turned off. So avoid posting the flyers with the prices. Prove It is getting really good at when like a new flavor drops, putting pictures on either their Instagram that are good to use or in the Pulse app. Or you can share them from the team, something that we make. Things to avoid, number 3, are the hey girl cold messages. Like I said, date these people first. Building relationship and literally getting to know human to human is such a better strategy than being like, hey girl, saw that you have 90,000 followers. I want you to buy my ketones. Have you ever heard of them? Right? It's just weird. And I would ignore that person. Actually, I ignore those people every day. I receive hey girl messages every day. We want to become the hunted, not be the hunter, because that's weird and salesy. And then lastly, avoid dropping your link before you get to know someone. So a lot of times when you're first starting out as a promoter, you get really excited and almost kind of awkward. And somebody's like, hey, I had a question about ketones. Can you help me? And you're like, yeah, here's my link to order. And you drop it. No. Slow down, have a conversation, ask good questions. This is a relationship business, right? Okay. Amanda, Kiara, anything you would want to add to the things to do or things to avoid? Here comes Amanda. Maybe there.
Hey, can you hear me? Okay. One thing that I remember is is engagement posts. Like I just posted, if you had 30 minutes to spend $5,000 in a store, which store would it be? And of course I said Lowe's, but I need more than 30 minutes. But just to get those engagement, right? To get people to comment and engage. That's all I can think of.
I love that so much. And if you have a question about what an engagement post is, go back to class 1. This picture right here will explain to you actually how you can make any of your posts an engagement post. So with that call to action, right? But what Amanda is talking about is like what she just said, like a picture. If you had $5,000, what store would you spend? Christmas is coming up. And the one that always gets like over 200 comments for us is real tree or fake tree. Everybody wants to tell you why they pick either real or fake. And engagement posts are really great to do before, like if we get word that a sale is happening, really great to do before a sale is happening, the whole week before, because then as people are engaging with you, the algorithm is showing all of those people your things. And so they're going to see your sales post when it drops. Does that make sense? So yes, great one. Kiara, anything?
I just wanted to reinforce when you're posting pictures of yourself, don't use the products, use your bottles. Because I feel like I see lots of selfies with packets and I'm like, yes, but no. So
I so fully agree with you. And I am guilty of doing this too in like a rush. and I have to get better at it. And the reason why is because somebody can Google what you're holding up. And sorry, this is my Christmas. These are my pajamas. This is my Christmas nightgown. Just ignore me. I'm ready to go to bed. I don't know how I'm going to go to bed with all this energy, but I'm ready to go to bed. So we have a promoter. His name is Raj. He's actually on Stephanie's team. Stephanie's our upline. You met her last week. Keto Mom online. She enrolled Raj. And he has had this really great keto website for over a decade. And so now all of his Prove It stuff is on there. He's been a promoter for 4 years or 5 years. And people will Google, what is keto nat or drinkable ketones or Prove It or whatever. And they'll end up ordering from his website because it's the first thing that popped up on Google. I don't know why they do that. I've had really close friends do that. I'm not sure why they feel more comfortable Googling it rather than getting in your message, getting in your PM. But if you never post the packets and only post my magic juice this morning in your jar or in your cup or whatever, they have to ask you what it is. And then you can direct them to how they can get it from you. Does that make sense? All right, cool beans. So the next piece I would love to direct your attention to is our social media post systems for ideas. We're going to talk about this one, which is our daily post suggestion, and also this one, which is how you work smarter, not harder. And I praise God for this second one all the time. Okay, so Ashley Lester actually is the creator of this picture here that says weekly post suggestions. And I want to take you through, actually just take 1 minute to look at 1 through 7. Every day, when you wake up and you do your DMO list in the morning before you start your day, it's recommended that you make a social media post. But what if you have zero idea what to post for the day? This is when I pull this picture up in my phone, or I get my handy dandy launch class booklet out, and I'm like, okay, it's Monday. What's the idea? Oh, it's Motivation Monday. Okay, I'm going to go to Google. I'm going to type in motivational quotes. I'm going to post one, and then I'm going to have a call to action, right? So if I do a Motivational Monday quote that says something about like here, if you want to fly, give up everything that is weighing you down. That's the quote or the motivational picture I would put up. Or maybe I would just type that out with a selfie of myself holding my magic juice. If you want to fly, let go of everything that is weighing you down. A call to action on that post would be, who has ever been so afraid to let something go, but when you finally did, you felt free? Drop an emoji below, right? Or a simple one like share if you agree, or share if this hit chords or struck chords like it did for me, right? Ask them to share, ask them to like, ask them to comment, ask them to do something. That's your call to action. What about Tuesday? Tuesday is super cool because it reminds us every week on our profile to post about trial packs. Today's Trial Pack Tuesday. So offer people ketones with a picture of yourself without the packet. And, you can do hashtag Trial Pack Tuesday if you want to, but something that I think is really important that a lot of us forget to do is write the benefits of ketones, because sometimes we're so excited about them, we forget to tell people why they would want them. And put your story there with it too. Again, this story on the front page is short and sweet, like grumpy, irritable, running behind, brain fog. Thank God I have this. You need help adulting today. If you need help adulting today too, make sure to comment trial below and I will show you your options, right? That's a call to action. So you can make these really anything that you want. Winning Wednesday is just something that you're celebrating, either you personally in life, your kids, whatever. These post suggestions are made to help you balance your posts between Prove It and life. Outside of Prove It, so that you can avoid looking like a Prove It magazine on your profile. Side note, I think on your stories, the click-through stories, it is 100% appropriate to talk about ketones every single day. mix up your ketones, offer trial packs every single day. That's perfectly appropriate. But on your storefront, it's like your storefront, your personal profile. These are just great ideas on how to keep it kind of balanced. Thursday, Thirsty Thursday, you can make it Thankful Thursday. We came up with Thirsty Thursday as a way to post about ketones. But as an engagement post, like, hey, who on my team is having splash today, or what flavor are you having? Whatever. Or who of you guys love these with me? What flavor are you having today? Thirsty Thursday. Or make it Thankful Thursday, whatever you want to do. Freebie Friday. Not sure if this group has received instruction on Freebie Friday, but every week our Prove It company gives away 10 free boxes of ketones to 10 people. And it's up to us to make a post that says 10 free boxes of ketones going out today. Who wants an entry? And you will be so surprised who comes out of the woodwork to comment me from that list. And so all you have to do is copy the entry details from the Prove It Pulse app and send it to each of those people, like at the end of the day, so they can get their answer in. It's like they have to watch a short clip and they just answer they fill in the blank. And then their name or 10 names get drawn on Saturday. So on Saturday, if you look down here, circle back Saturday, we kind of just give ourselves permission to post if you want on the weekends or not. A lot of people are off social media on the weekends, but circle back to your Freebie Friday post, go through each of those people after like Prove It announces who won, and say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry you didn't win, but I would love to offer you a trial pack, right? Or celebrate your person if they won, right? Great way to circle back and start the trial pack conversation because they raised their hand that they wanted some. And then 7, we recommend, highly recommend that as a team, you take Sundays to set up your week. Our upline says a Sunday well spent brings a week of content, and she ain't lying, right? So, and this is in your personal life too. Definitely plan out maybe some posts for the week, some recipes you want to talk about, or just meal plan, right? Meal prep. Plan out, if you homeschool, plan out the lessons. So fun on Sundays. So is that helpful so far? Comment yes in the chat, or unmute and ask questions if you have them. So again, just an idea of just an idea of what to post. So if you take your focus, Kiara, go ahead.
So I just wanted to say what I do personally on Wednesdays is I do a Wellness Wednesday, and I always post the doctor videos that Prove It shares. And if I have anything else that I find, keto or ketone related, I'll just post that like randomly. Fun fact with a selfie or whatever. That's all.
I feel like, Kiara, we should change that to Wellness Wednesday, and everybody should post Dr. Andy's videos because they're phenomenal. Okay, note to self, changing it. Now, and then maybe to Thankful Thursday, Wellness Wednesday, or throw out some other ideas for Thursday that you think would be great, because again, we want to break up the Prove It posts. All righty, move your eyeballs to the right of the page, and it says this FITS system. What in the world is FITS, Jenna? Break it down. So before I go into this, I want to tell you this. Ask yourself this question right now. What social media platforms am I on? If it's just Facebook, just stick to Facebook. If it's Facebook and Instagram, you can implement a part of the system. If you're on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram, you can implement most of this system. And if you're also on YouTube, you can implement all of this system. Also Pinterest. It's a little bit higher level, but here is how, if you're wondering, if you watch some of us and you wonder, Jenna, how do you have time to post on TikTok and Instagram and your Facebook group and your Facebook profile and your Facebook page? How do you do it? With this fit system. So I'm going to tell you. What it is created to do is to save you time and energy, because ain't nobody got time to be on social media all day. If there's one thing I can teach you through doing and launching and maintaining this business is you have to find a great balance or it's not going to be fun. If you're constantly like this, that's not fair to your spouse. That's not fair to your kids. It's not fair to your family. It's not fair to your friends. It's also not fair to you or your eyeballs. Like blue light all day long, like stop, right? So work in time blocks. This is why we have DMO lists. I have a certain list of DMOs. And if you don't know what DMOs are, it's okay. You'll watch the first launch class. I work for an hour or two in the morning, maybe an hour in the middle of the day, and like an hour or two at night. So 3 to 5 hours max on Prove It. This is me as a rank 7 with a big team. 3 to 5 hours a day, not terrible. You can do this in the creases and the crevices of your day. When I started out and reach up to reaching rank 6, which is where you earn your car, right? I probably spent 2 max of 3 hours a day. I was working 2 jobs as a nurse. I had 3 children and a husband who was completely resistant to the idea of me doing this until the paycheck started rolling in. So it was super fun. So you can do this, but here's how we maintain that kind of normalcy of life, but still posting and being present on all social media platforms. So FITS stands for, in this order, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts is basically like little 30-second or little couple, like 30-second or a couple minute video clips that you can upload to YouTube Shorts. YouTube was feeling left out, and they were loving to, everybody loves TikTok. Everybody's trying to be like TikTok. So YouTube is trying to be like TikTok, so you can upload little short videos. Okay. So that's what YouTube Shorts are. I only want you to focus on this if you have more than Facebook. If you have Facebook and Instagram, you can use the F and the I of this, right? So whatever you post to one platform, you save or you copy and paste and make sure you just post to all the others. That's it. It's repurposing content. So I'll give you an example of how people on our team use this. Again, everyone's jealous of TikTok. Everyone's trying to be like TikTok. I hated TikTok. I told myself I had no creativity to be on TikTok. Don't even know how to use it. So I went actually to YouTube to typed in, how do I make a TikTok? And I figured it out myself. But it took me a while to get into the groove of posting. But now that I'm in the groove of posting a TikTok every day, I take that video and I save it. I upload it to Instagram. And only listen to this next part if you're an Instagram, like if you're super familiar with Instagram, but I upload it to Instagram Reels, which then I send to my Instagram post, which then I share to my Instagram story. My Instagram story automatically shares to my Facebook. So by taking it from TikTok and putting it into Instagram Reels, it has been shared TikTok, Reels, profile, story, Facebook, 5 places, because I have my accounts connected. If you need help connecting your accounts, we will help you. 5 places. The only place I have left to post is YouTube Shorts. And I just take that same video that I copied from TikTok and go to YouTube and I upload it. 6 places in less than 5 minutes. Okay. Purpose of doing that is because not everybody's on Facebook. Through the whole like election, I mean, mass amount of people left Facebook. There are more people on TikTok than there are anywhere else. And people who don't have any of the social media platforms, some of them only have YouTube. So you just want to spread yourself out so that it gives you the opportunity for more people to find you. Make sense? All right, this last page, which we're going to go through hopefully very quickly, is about our ATM system. Now, if you were on our launch class 1 last week and you did one of the action steps where you watched the ATM training of the Family Keto Tried and True Results group, you already know what this is. So I am not going to teach deeply on it. We are going to skim over it. But what I want you to know is that this ATM system, first of all, it stands for add tag message, which is right here. It can be found and used in 2 groups that we use across our Prove It business. Our Family Keto Tried and True Results group. So remember, this group is for anybody, customer or not, anybody you start a conversation with, and Legends in the Making. Legends in the Making is Stephanie's promoter group for all of us. It's for promoters only. We should all be in it. Once we join Legendary Lisa, the onboarding chatbot puts us in Legendary Lisa, or puts us in Legends in the Making. You can actually search that group with this add tag message system like you can our Family Keto Tried and True Results group. Both groups, you find how to search and what to search in the announcement post. So the announcement posts are the most important for these groups. That's all I will say about that. The system is created to prevent you from having to explain the same things over and over again through voice. You can just tag them in visuals. Like a frequently asked question that we get a lot as you're growing your business and you're getting new promoters is, how do I send trial packs? Like, what do you use? Do you go to the post office all the time, or do you print something from home? And there is a post in there under the hashtag FAQs that you can go to and tag the person asking you that question so they can see all the options. So almost everything you could possibly ask can be found in that group as far as how to grow your business using ATM. Okay, so let me see if there's anything else I want to go over with that. Very quickly, there's an empty spot right under that with 2 highlighted sections. Again, both of these are our groups, our Family Keto Tried and True Results group, and then our Legends in the Making page. And it says hashtag system explained. If you watched the training video, you already know this. But why don't you just, if you didn't, why don't you just jot down some of these hashtags and then promise yourself that you will go look at them? Because these hashtags are videos or posts that I use all the time for my customers or potential customers who are asking me questions. So let's say, Kiera, you come to me and you're like, you just did a reboot and you have lost 0 pounds. Okay, which is rare, but it happens. So Kiara's like, Jenna, I have not lost any weight off of my reboot. I don't know what to do. I'm actually pissed that I spent $69 on this for nothing. So my response is, girlfriend, it's actually, listen, I want you to take a deep breath. It's actually impossible for this to happen. Now, I'm not saying you're lying to me. I'm just saying it's coming. And it's called the fat whoosh. So listen, and before I even tag you in what the fat whoosh is, I want you to know that you rebooted for more than fat loss, sister. You did so much for your body. It was so good. All of the detox, like all that diarrhea you're having, the detox, right? So what then I'm going to do, there is a post, and this isn't even a hashtag. If you just type in the search bar of the group, fat whoosh, which I will type in this so you can see how to spell it. There is an incredible post that pops up. Read. It's your brother and your father. that explains to them what happens when your body is a little bit resistant to letting go of your fat cell, letting it completely shrink up right away. It's amazing. And it totally makes sense. So I tag her in the fat whoosh. Or what if Amanda comes to me and she's like, why is there so much sodium in this product? Right? And Amanda's going to respond, or I'm going to respond. Oh, girl, when you're in ketosis, you actually need salt. So if you took the salt out of the ketones, it wouldn't be good. But let me tag you in a video that helps explain this. So write down right here, this is what on your homework, hashtag salt. I love the video. It's actually of me. And I have like a gray shirt on that says ketones greater than glucose. And it's like titled, It's Not Salt's Fault or something like that. Great video to tag them in. Another thing that I like is hashtag mood. Hashtag mood. Like when people ask about anxiety, depression, mental health, I love to tag them in one of the videos that are in the hashtag mood section. Something else you can search is medical words. If you have somebody that says, hey, I have high blood pressure, or hey, I have lupus, or hey, I have diabetes, just go to the group and type in lupus in the search bar. It should pop up. Okay, I shouldn't be going this deep because this was in the training. All right, legends in the making. Let's move over to the right. Some hashtags that I think are beneficial in the beginning of your business are hashtag FAQ. You can search these in the search bar in Legends in the Making. This is for you as a promoter to learn a little bit more. Hashtag Freebie Friday. Hashtag booth, like phone booth. If you know what that is. I guess all of us on here know what a phone booth is. And then hashtag KLP. Those are all great hashtags. If you're in, a week or two, you want to come back and look at like, what should I search in Legends in the Making? Come back and look at this list. Where I would probably start is hashtag FAQ. If you're bored and you're like, I need to get some ideas on how to promote this or how to print labels from home. Alrighty. Lastly, we're going to move on. Last section of the night is encouraging you to create your own follow-up system. Y'all, there is power in the follow-up. There is money in the follow-up. There is relationship in the follow-up. The follow-up is key. And so often we're afraid to do it when truly our friends, our family, our customers feel supported when we follow up with them. If somebody sells me a trial and doesn't talk to me while I am experiencing ketones, I'm going to feel like they really don't care. I'm going to feel like, well, what do I do? But if they message me and they're like, hey, I want to help you. What day are you on with your ketones? Or tell me when you start. I'm going to feel appreciated. I'm going to feel like, maybe these people like actually care about helping me, right? So make sure you get comfortable with following up. And there's not a wrong way to do it. It just needs to be done. So there are some ideas listed here. When I first started, I just had a notebook like this and I just kept a book of names. Half the page was trial packs I sent out. Half the page was conversations I started that they hadn't bought trial packs yet. And I would just come back around, follow back up. I moved to putting everybody's name on a calendar the day they bought the trial. So like I had a system in my mind. 3 days later, after I sent it out, maybe a week later, I'd go back to that day and follow up with everybody on that day. This is in the beginning of my business when no one knew about ketones, and I was selling a lot of ketones in the beginning of my business, like a promoter pack a week, because I was that excited about it. Now all of my friends and family, most of them know about ketones, and it's harder. So I have to get resourceful and creative on how to sell, and we still do, and it's still awesome. But extend yourself grace and learn new ideas on how to market, right? Okay, you can keep receipts from mailing your trials out. You can put sticky notes everywhere. You can use the note section of your phone. You can screenshot people's names and conversations if that's your thing, and go back and look at your photos at the end of every day or at the end of every week to remind you of who you need to follow up with. The back office is amazing. And tap rooting is something that we have training on in Legends in the Making, which is not necessarily for you now, but it will be your best friend as your business grows. You hit like rank 2, 3, 4, 5. It's something you should start looking into. All right, guys. That's pretty much it for this week. Those are our systems. Oh, something else. We have, this is really important. We have started every third Wednesday of the month, opportunity Zoom, which is going to be this Wednesday. So you're invited, and you are also invited and encouraged to make, is this the third Wednesday, or am I ahead of myself? Am I ahead of myself? I don't even know where September is on my calendar. This is the third Wednesday, yes. So September 15th, 8:30 p.m., same time, Eastern. We're going to have an opportunity Zoom that will also be live streamed into the Family Keto Trend Results group on why should you join us for this business. And we're going to talk about the $1 Keto Club with the 40% off ketones and join for $1. So our job as promoters is today and tomorrow to invite into that opportunity. We have scripts for how to invite into the opportunity if you want to copy them verbatim, or if you just want to see them for ideas. So it's your job to message your sponsor, your promoter, and be like, I need the scripts to invite into this call on Wednesday. Okay. Gonna be phenomenal. It's so fun when you get promoters to join you and they truly become like your family. And then you watch them, their lives start to change like your life has. And it's just great. Okay. So I think that's the last thing. That's a system that we're adding into our team's engine and how it runs is every third Wednesday, we're going to do an opportunity Zoom. It gives us an excuse to talk about it, right? Talk about joining our team. All right. So y'all ready for the action steps for the week? Number 1, I don't even have a place for this. You just have to write it down. Invite into the opportunity Zoom Wednesday. Make a post or 2 or 5. Go live, whatever. Number 2, if you haven't already, familiarize yourself with the hashtag systems, the ATN system, and the customer group and the promoter group. So Family Keto Trend Results or Legends in the Making. You can do that by visiting the announcement post in both of those groups. Number 3, start organizing yourself and a follow-up system immediately if you haven't already. Keep a list of names somewhere. You could be a lean, mean, and I will tell you this from experience, you can be a lean, mean trial pack selling machine. And if you don't follow up, why did you sell trials? Sure, you made your money back, you got cash in pocket, whatever, but for the long term or the longevity of your business, why in the world did you sell them? I didn't follow up for like the first month of my business, and I lost like probably 20 people because I just never talked to them. I forgot about them. I didn't write their names down. So come up with a follow-up system and just start writing down their names. All right. Any other action steps that you guys think might be good for this week to get boxes of ketones sold to hit your go challenge? Here she comes.
My only thing is, if you have free time, get onto TikTok and just start scrolling. See what people are doing, get some inspiration, because if you've never used it before and you're just trying to hop on and make videos, you're going to be like, what in the actual heck is going on? So really do just take some time and scroll. Give yourself some time to play. But gosh, set an alarm or something, because you'll get stuck.
When she says set an alarm, that means make sure you don't fall into the scroll hole because it's really hard to get out of there. It's real deep. Set an alarm for like 5 minutes. Like say, Alexa, set an alarm for 5 minutes, right? Or just put it on your phone, set an alarm. I'm only allowed to scroll for 5 minutes. But truly your only focus, y'all, your only focus should be talking to people about ketones. There's the power of the ask, asking them if they want to join this amazing team that we have, asking them if they want to try ketones, all of the things, right? Talking to people in person, listening for those keywords. We had a promoter who joined us for community day the other day, and she actually thought the lady was yelling at her at the grocery store because she reached over her to get something at the deli. And she ended up, I forget what the lady said, but she ended up saying, oh, our promoter was reaching for a pumpkin roll. And the lady said, oh, everybody's buying this sweet stuff and I'm over here trying to lose weight and I can't. So she was like, my ears are on. This is my opportunity. And she looked at her and said, really, what are you trying? And she was like, I've tried everything. And she said, well, let me tell you something. I've lost 50 pounds in the last 6 months, and this is how I've done it. And the lady was like, tell me more. So they connected. They exchanged Facebook pages and phone numbers. That, my friends, is how you do this every single day. Make sense? I know I'm too much sometimes, and it's okay. It's just who I am. That's it, y'all. Be positive and confident in all that you do and go get them, Tigers. You can totally do this. All right. Love to all. I will send the recording for those of you who were not able to jump on. Bye. Ask all your questions in the chat.